Good morning, everybody. I hope that this video finds you well. My name is Lasha, and the reason that my channel says Forrest Gump, life is like a box of chocolates, that famous line, you never know what you're going to get, is such a simplistic line. And whoever wrote, I should have looked online to see who did write the script, but the way Tom Hanks portrayed Forrest Gump, he wasn't stupid. He didn't have a low IQ. And it was his innocence. And I guess what I'm trying to say is so many of us are so innocent and we believe in the propaganda that we're fed on television. Now, I just turned 52 and I'm new at 52. And a lot of my videos used to be dancing and fun and silly things, because when we have trauma, the best way to heal is to do things that we loved to do when we were kids. So that's what I did. But today, on a more serious version, I want to tell you what to expect from myself, and I will be keeping my word on this. And the best way to keep your word and follow up is if you have a community that's watching. Sometimes doing things and following through can be difficult for people. And this is a great platform for anybody to use because everybody has something to say. And there's a lot of talent out there. Plus, I can't do the can for a few weeks. I seriously can't. So this is what to expect from me today. And the reason it's taking long is because I am researching this to death and not through other YouTube documentaries. We're going to be talking about Russell Brand, Oprah Winfrey, and why I think that the demise of her and her brand, she is her brand. So the demise of Oprah is why. Why is this happening culturally in this moment right now? I also want to talk about the fires in Hawaii. And there was a girl that saw Oprah Winfrey and The Rock's video on TikTok in reference to donating. And this woman came on, and it was a short, and she said, "Are you meaning to tell me that Oprah Winfrey and The Rock, who are billionaires, are asking me to contribute $1,000 or $100 to this? I can't even put food on my kids' table." And that's the truth of what's happening nowadays. The rich are eating the poor. And I want to talk about Meghan and Harry. And I'm going to be talking about not forgetting leaving Neverland, Popcorn Planet. I love you, Popcorn Planet. Andy, I think you are one of the most talented commentators on YouTube. But MJ is G. I also want to talk about the P word. If people really want this to stop, do you know that if you go into your psychiatrist in Canada and say, nefarious things are crossing in my head, that psychiatrist legally has to call the police. But that is somebody who has not yet done anything wrong. So this is why I say people talk about the court of law. The court of law is, oh my gosh. And I will name off the laws that are wrong. And why are these people important? Because they're influencers. Do you know that I ate up Oprah Winfrey's garbage for 25 years? My aunt always used to say to me that she was a fraud and a phony, and that Ellen DeGeneres was mean. And I would say, no. She was right. And that's why these people are important to talk about, because our youth And who am I talking about? I haven't raised anything. I haven't done anything. But sometimes that's not a bad thing, because if you watch, sometimes you can see things objectively that other people can't see, that are wrapped into human relationships. And I'm not wrapped into human relationships. I'm not. I hate gossip. I do. My point is, I do have some very interesting perspectives on this. I challenge Popcorn Planet to, what do they call that on YouTube? A blood sport or a blood contest or something, where the two channels get together and debate. I don't want to fight, I just want to debate. Because then you think of Jeffrey E. and Keith Reinierier and Russell Brand, and what do all these people have in common? Well, aside from J.E. Cult of personality, even Marilyn Manson. If you want to go to some shows that are going to be way ahead of me, I will tell you, Sean Atwood, Andrew Gold, Colonel Kurtz, they work much faster than I do. However, I have a special view on this, because the youth are being influenced by people that are frauds. Oprah lied. You know what? I've done so much research on this, and I want to keep focus on this 100%. So before I go live again with any information about these topics, I'm compartmentalizing the topics. I'm writing down my written research, and I will read that to you along with clips. People do like visuals. And we're just going to dive right in. That's the objective for this weekend. I look forward to seeing from you. If you're interested in this and you find a YouTube channel that you like, subscribe to it if you like it, because I have watched people that I've liked not subscribed and then forgotten their name. It's the truth. Like the HD podcast. I don't even remember his name now, because I still watch his show, but very in a sparse way. I'm really listening to Andrew Gold a lot more than I have, and I've watched him a lot. So at any rate, that's why these people that have these huge platforms, that are not only celebrities, they're influencers, the rise and fall of what these people have done to themselves. You see, human beings are they are drawn to the negative as opposed to the positive. And I've always been such a positive ha-ha person. That's why I think others perceive me as strange. Why is this girl so happy all the time? Well, because I choose to be. Well, and I've been miserable a lot too. Those of you who know me well know how miserable I can be. I'm no angel. At any rate, those are the topics. This is why I'm doing this. I just want to bring awareness to parents that are raising kids. Like, be careful what garbage you let them watch. And this, too much time on this is not healthy. However, to be successful at what you do, you have to do it every day like a job. And that's what Sean Atwood does. That's what Andrew Gold does. That's what Russell Brand did. Keith Reinierier, I'll be talking about Nexium. Mark Vicente, what's going on with Nancy Salzman and Laura Salzman? I want to know how they're doing. Nothing about Nikki Klein. I'm in the Frank Report from April 11th, 2023. It's an article online. April 11th, 2023, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My lucky number. I have 2 comments that I wrote under the dossier project that's in the Frank report. So, for those of you who laugh at my long messages, I'm signing off. Be kind to yourselves, and I'll do the same for me.